exactly. I had a fucking train ride from hell on Saturday afternoon into evening. There's the hoy. You're all gonna hit that now, aren't you? I had the train journey from hell Saturday afternoon into evening into night. That was how long this fucking took. Bear in mind, the trip to the place on Friday, 2 hours, 2.5 hours maybe. Chat exactly.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
I'm a locksmith. And I'm a
So-
locksmith.
Like, you look away for 30 seconds and the Bahunga Wongas are already out. Look, I do not think I've received yet. Also, question: is there a thing to go through? Okay, when your second Kofi payment hits my account, I send you a DM saying, "Hey, what size do you want?" And then I send it out like as soon as you tell me what size you want. So when your second payment comes through, you'll get a DM from me, and then that will be me putting the order through. So yeah, I traveled from where I live now back to my hometown because they were having their first ever Trans Pride, which is great for them. And I put on a stall selling the Nerdy Queer stuff, exclamation mark Etsy if you don't know what the Nerdy Queer is, to sell my wares, to sell my stuff, and to just sort of basically to have an excuse to go and see how the Trans Pride turned out. 2.5 hours down there. 2.5 hours for 80 miles. That's a bit shit, but if you travel east to west in this country, the trains are a bit shit. Coming back the other way, Saturday afternoon, I leave at about 6:30. And before this event, before I get on this train, I hear some of the organizers say they changed some of the timings of the event so that the march wouldn't coincide with football fans going to the football stadium because there was a football match on that day. And I was like, that makes sense. That's a sensible thing to do. I wonder who they played. Turns out the match that was going on in my hometown was against a team that lives one train stop away from me. So I had drunk, chanting bastard football fans the entire trip home. The trains were full of drunk men doing stupid chants, and they won as well, so they were in good moods. So they were all jolly and trying to bastard about. And also, it was raining rather hot. The more west we got, the harder the rain was. And I started noticing as I was changing, trains cancelled due to floods, due to flooded tracks. Good moods or bad moods? Yeah, it's just different flavors of bad. And I noticed like a couple of train delayed due to floods, train cancelled due to floods, and I'm like, oh fuck. So I get on my second train, and we move one stop, and no, sorry, this is we move one stop, and we stop. Like not in any train station. We just stop in the middle of the tracks, and we hear a bing bong. Sorry for the delays. There is a trespasser on the track. They are refusing to move, and the police have been called. Well, so we stay still for about 15, 20 minutes, and then we get another bing bong. Just a little update on the situation, guys. The police have arrived. Trespasser is refusing to move. Police have tased him. That gets a big cheer from the drunken football fans. To me, that's just unnecessary detail. I don't need to know that the police have tased a man for sitting on the train tracks. He shouldn't be sat on the fucking train tracks. Dangerous to him, dangerous to everybody else. But we didn't need to know that. They apparently British police have tasers. Who knew? I don't know why they would bring that up. I don't know why he got told that, and I don't know why he had to tell us that. But the trains from. So I had 3 trains, and it was the first train that was delayed due to the trespasser, which meant I was 20 minutes behind schedule, which means I had to wait for the next train on my second leg, which was another 40 minutes because it's a 1 every hour train. So I'm sat in fucking bumfuck nowhere train station to get my second train. And then I get to my third train home. And to get that train, I have to leave one train station, cross the road, and enter another train station. Because for some reason, the small town in which I made my third change has 2 train stations that are across the road from each other. How did that happen? Who knows? As I'm crossing the road, it's fucking chucking it down with rain. Like, not even like raining sideways, just raining hard and down. Like in sheets. So I get to the train station, and like there is a dude like staring through the station manager, through the window at a guy through like that's on the other side of the train barrier, the ticket barrier, and he's being asked to leave by the station manager. And she's like, I run, like he's like insisting that it's like public land, so he's allowed to do what he wants. And he's like, no, and the station manager's like, no, I'm in charge here. You need to leave. The station manager's assistant is like, I'm calling the police. I walk inside to get out of the fucking rain, to hear the guy that he was staring at's side of the story. And I have just walked in on the aftermath of a fight breaking out on the train station platform, because this guy was trying to get his kid in his pram to get them off the train, and the dude that was stood outside was behind him on the train and was like, well, the fuck do you think you're doing touching that kid? And like the dude was like, that's my kid, what are you talking about? And the dude's wife goes, that's his kid, what are you talking about? So the guy swings at this woman. Like, the guy, like, swings at this woman. So, obviously, the dude puts his son down in the pram and goes, and, like, you know, defends his wife and kids. And, like, shoves this guy off the train. Like, they start fighting. Like, he's just trying to, like, defend his wife and kids from this loon that just, accused him of being a pedo and then swung at his wife. Like, the police arrive. Second time I've had to deal with police in this train journey home. Police arrive, drag this man off because he refuses to leave the station. Like the train station workers won't let the dude, his wife, and his kids through the ticket barriers because they're like, if you go through those barriers, he's going to fight you again, and I don't want to fight. I don't want to have to break up another fight here. Yeah, he's willing to throw hands with a molester. However, he didn't throw hands with a molester. He threw hands with someone for telling him that wasn't a molester. Because it was the kid's dad. But like, yeah. And then it's still chucking it down with rain. All this time it's still chucking it down with rain. That gets disintegrated. And I go through the ticket barriers once like everyone is dispersed. I go through the ticket barriers. I go sit in the waiting room that's like the covered area. And on the board, my train has not had a platform assigned to it. The trains after it have, the trains before it have, no platform has been assigned to my train. So I go, that's a problem. But then it updates. And it goes, your train is going to be leaving from platform 3. And I look left, and I see platform 1. I look right, I see platform 2. This is a small station. And I overhear someone going, I didn't know this station had a platform 3. And neither did I. I didn't know there was a platform 3 in this station either. So me and this older couple that have like clearly just come back from a hike are like, do you know where platform 3 is? I don't know where platform 3 is. We see a very wet train station worker walk past us, and like the wife of this old couple just goes, it looks like he knows where it's going. Should we just follow him? So we follow him, just completely unprompted. We follow him behind like what is clearly like an engineering building. Lo and behold, completely hidden from view, the legendary Platform 3. And before I get on the train and I go, is this train going to my hometown? And he goes, yeah, just get on. We get on, train doesn't move. Zach goes, what time are you coming back? I'll wait for you with an umbrella outside the station. And I go, I don't know, man. Train's not moving. Train's not moving. So like they go, the driver comes out of the driver's booth, pod, whatever, looking very disgruntled and going like, he's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Mutters something at the people, at me and the rest of the people in the train. I've got my headphones on, so I barely hear it. I ask the older couple what's going on, and they're like, yeah, the trains before us have had to be cancelled due to flooding, so they're just in the way. So he goes, it might be about 15 minutes. It might be cancelled. Might be about 15 minutes. 10 minutes later, very, 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 very frustrated driver does another, like, walks out, checks like with the staff in the station, goes back into the booth, checks on his radio, sees what happens, and goes, comes out with a thermos of coffee and goes, I'm so sorry it's late. I'm doing all I can. Does anybody want a coffee? Like, from like his private like thermos full of coffee. Bear in mind, it is like gone 10 o'clock at this point. Like, it's 10 o'clock at night. We are cold, we are wet. Like, if it wasn't 10 o'clock, I would have had a coffee. I would have really liked a coffee. But it was 10:30 at night. I'm not drinking a caffeinated beverage. And like 10, like I am a 15-minute train journey from where I am to home, and those 15 minutes have gone, and I text that like, still not moved yet. But like, we finally get home. We finally get to my train station, and like, not only is Zach waiting for me with an umbrella, he's not waiting for me with an umbrella. He's waiting for me with my brother-in-law and his car, which is mwah. So we get driven home, which is great. So I don't get rained on any more than I already have. And I finally get home. Bear in mind, it took me 2.5 hours to get there. 2.5 hours to get there. And I left at 6:30. I get home about 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock in the fucking night. I get home. Wetcat.exe doesn't begin to explain it. God, train journey from hell. Everything that could have gone wrong except the rail replacement bus service. The one thing I can say is I didn't get a rail replacement bus service. Good Lord Almighty. But I got home in one piece. I went to London for the charity walk, then got offered a train ride back in first class by someone on the walk going to York. Only it turns out they didn't stop at my stop. Holy shit. Stay until York. We're stuck outside York Station for 30 minutes because broken signal. Then he pays for an Uber to take me 90 minutes to my car in Wakefield. Then yesterday I had to drive to Leeds to pick up my friend's passport. And then 4 hours to London. Good Lord. Oh, travel is not hitting us. It's not hitting us well. Good Lord. Yeah, the rail replacement bus might have been quicker. Like, eliminate that second train. I should have just got a rail replacement bus home. Good Lord. Oh. Should play some fucking Yakuza. Wherever the fuck Eden lives in England. MBTA train bullshit forever and ever. Where I live in England, like this, that applies to all of England. All of England is like this. Like, going north to south in England is fine, easy on the train. Expensive, but easy. It's going east to west that's the problem, and where I live and where I went is basically just a straight line west and a little bit north. So it was just pains in arses. Let's play some fucking yak.